Okay, so someone named Carol Clark is in the waiting room.
Okay.
Should I admit her?
Yeah.
Oh, 2 people. Kelly Day. Well, me, I'm gonna admit it.
Let's see, one at a time. Let's see.
Here's Lisa.
You can fix that.
Okay, I'm gonna do Carol Clark.
Okay.
Do you want to ask?
Yeah.
Her one by one?
Carol, are you there? Carol Clark?
She's there.
She's on mute.
Oh, she's on mute.
Carol, you're muted.
Well, we'll leave her. Does anybody recognize Carol Clark?
I
Anybody
think if
know?
I know that name. Do you want me to admit Kelly
We're just
Day?
more cautious these days, sorry.
Admit-
Kelly. Kelly, are you there? You're on, can you unmute yourself, Kelly?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, and may we ask which hearing you're interested in?
I'm here for the subdivision review, Paul J. Yando.
Oh,
Trust.
okay, perfect. So that'll be our second hearing. We just and we'll let you know then, you know, if you have any questions or something, we'll reach out to you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And Carol Clark, can you unmute yourself? No, she may not be sitting there right now. Okay. Lisa, you're there?
Do we let Carol stay on?
Why don't you put her back in the waiting room?
Okay.
Check with her again.
Oh, I don't want to remove her. Okay, she's in the waiting room.
Okay.
Move this.
Lisa, are you there?
I don't see her anymore.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. We have enough people, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. Okay, it is Thursday, July 10th, 2025, 6:33. This is the Development Review Board, North Hero. We are here in person and also we have Zoom participants. I'm Diana Mann, Chair of the Board, and if the rest of the board can introduce themselves so you know who everyone is.
Christine Salambier, Delcy Durham,
Charlie Defar. David Eric.
And-
Danielle Turin, I'm the ZA and the DRB clerk.
And I think Lisa Faring is on, but we're not sure.
She's not here,
Okay.
but she might try
Okay.
again.
All right, are there any adjustments to the agenda for the board? No, any public comments for the board? That has nothing to do with the hearings, but
okay,
yeah, so the public comment, we'll get those if you're here for a specific hearing. We'll do that. Okay, first hearing is application 2025-32 DRB subdivision setback waiver review, Colleen Joyce, 259, 263 Abnaki Road. Colleen is here. Is there anybody else here on your behalf? No. Is there anybody here as an interested party who would like to be an interested party with this hearing? So it's just Colleen. So if you want to come up, do you want to come sit up here or just, if you want, or you can stay there if you just, we may ask you to speak up a little bit, but
okay, I'll speak.
okay, all right, so I'm,
Would be better if she came on.
You want- okay.
For that.
okay.
There's a little map, so if you need me to
Yeah.
find something, you know.
For the board, are there any conflicts of interest or ex parte communication with this hearing?
So I would like to advise the board that Colleen and I have been neighbors in the past, so we've known each other for almost 20 years. And I'm also independently familiar with the property that she owns because my partner and I actually looked at purchasing this property in 2008, I think. But I don't believe that any of those would constitute a conflict of interest.
Not to me. Does anybody have any concerns? Anybody on the board?
If anything, David could explain if I don't. The way it's set up.
I'm not allowed to.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Colleen, I'm gonna give you the oath then.
Okay.
I hereby swear that the evidence I give in the cause under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Well,
Would you sign in, please?
thank you.
Thank you.
So Colleen, we're gonna ask you to,
Are interested.
okay. Are you folks here for Colleen Joyce's hearing?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Speak up louder, we can't hear you.
Okay, we will, sorry. Do you want to, would you like to move up also? No? Okay. So Colleen, would you like to explain to the board what your application is all about?
Sure.
And try to speak up?
Loudly.
So, yeah.
Okay, what I did was originally bought the larger house. There's a cottage next to it. And then we built a smaller house, a retirement home. Well, not really retirement home, but you know. I'll hopefully retire there. And what it is a cottage and the main house, I think, are not far enough apart. There's a fence down there now, and we have cedars growing all the way through. But it's just a matter of the distance, so I needed the variance. So if I go to subdivide, which will be in the future, we have engineers. They're kind of ghosting us right now because I'm sure it's their busy time of year. Before I get the layout for the septic and all of that.
So two questions.
Yes,
You're not here asking for a subdivision at this point.
no,
You are here only to ask for a
the
variance.
variance, yes.
And you didn't have to get that when you built the second building
Oh, we,
to build it that
yes,
close?
everything, no. It's like 1, 2, and 3, and 3 is far enough away. We had the wetlands people come out, we had everything, the state, so that's fine, the
But-
one that was
But
built.
isn't it true that those buildings predate you?
Yes,
That's an
yes,
important
yes,
piece of information.
Okay,
yes, that's true,
That-
thank you.
And when I
Okay.
looked at that property, those buildings were
we're
already.
already
One
there.
was inhabited by raccoons,
And spiders.
yes.
Are there separate, and then I'll turn over the board, are there separate for each of the three houses then?
Yes,
Are there separate water supplies and septic wastewater supplies for each
cottage?
one?
the little house and the new house have one septic. The big house has its own septic. There's 2 septics on the property, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that currently notated on the map?
Yes.
Yeah, the septics? Could you just help us?
Sure.
Sorry.
No, go for it.
So one of them is here and in front of the cottage and attached to that. Oops, sorry. And then the other one is right in there with the main house and the slab.
So, you were using a couple of different pieces of language. Where is the main house on this?
The main house is 259,
259.
the original
is the main
bigger house.
Right?
Yes.
And then,
This is
talked
a
about the
little
cottage.
cottage.
Yeah.
Correct. And
and then there's a
this,
second
there,
cottage?
no,
No.
this is the house that has been built. That's my retirement home right there.
And this was new construction after you purchased the house?
Yes,
And this, you got a zoning permit for? Yeah,
absolutely,
exactly.
absolutely. And like I said, it was a pre-existing, but I made the footprint smaller than the prior.
So if I understand correctly, you're plan is in the future to subdivide this, so 261 and 263 are on one lot.
Correct, right there. And this will go with 2 acres.
Yeah.
It has a bunch of acreage over in this part as well.
And what's the significance of the slab?
The slab originally was a garage that when the renter was asked to move out, it went up in flames. So now there's just a slab there.
Just suddenly.
No idea what happened, but it, unfortunately, there's just a slab there. So that would be for anybody else who'd want to do something with it.
So, sorry,
Is this, where's the road?
The road's right here. And there is a separate driveway to here, here, and here.
So there
but this
is,
is currently 263.
Correct.
And your intention would be to merge 263 and 261 or keep them
Well,
separate?
they're going to be separate, but what I'd like to do is, like I said, I have a fence right here.
Yeah,
And cedars and everything, is just in the future, separate those 2 properties. I would have,
so there
we
would
don't
be,
even use the cottage unless my mom comes up.
so right now there's 3 separate properties.
Yes.
There's
3 separate dwellings.
3 separate
Yes.
dwellings.
Correct.
But there's 2 current properties and you're looking to subdivide this one, so that
And-
there will be 3.
And someday hopefully sell that.
Yeah.
Yes. But what it is like I said, it's just, there's,
Right, this is the key issue,
yes,
is that.
that's what it is,
So
right
So
there.
between 259, 261, and 263, which 2 stay together?
263 and
Sorry.
61, yeah,
Let her answer.
61 and 63.
61 and 63.
Right,
stay
because
together.
61's a little cottage.
and how much
And there's
acreage is
frontage
that?
for, that combined 261 and 263, there's frontage
Yeah,
and driveway,
Mhm.
and then as well for 259.
yeah,
Yes.
there's lots of frontage.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little hard to see your drawing, to make sense of your drawing.
Yeah.
right, sorry.
And so just to clarify, there are 2 septics, so there's a
Yes.
septic for 263 and 261 and a
Mhm.
separate septic for 259.
Correct.
And then you asked about water,
Water.
where are the water lines?
There's a water line that goes here. Good question. I know there's 3 different, right there and right there. There are 3 different water lines.
Uh,
This water is not being utilized at all, but these 2 are.
So,
Just only in the summertime.
so
That's shut
259,
down.
oh, it's shut
It's shut
down.
down
Oh,
completely.
no kidding, okay,
Yep, no, there's no heat in the winter, the
Right.
pipes are empty,
right. And the water's off.
right?
Yeah.
Why heat something you're not? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, questions from the board?
Like to make a comment.
I am having septic designs drawn up also, because I think in time, not sure if I'm right, they all kind of, if something goes wrong, they do like a multiple one or something. I'm not sure. Oh,
You'd have.
I just know septic designs are being drawn.
Yeah, can I make a comment as the ZA? So when Colleen came to me, she applied for a variance, but upon review of her application, I felt that setback waiver was more appropriate. But I included that variance application in the packet because there was some additional information included on that. And as far as the coordinated review part of the bylaws go, Colleen just wanted to make sure that she was able to get the setback waiver before she pursued the subdivision drawings with the engineer. So that's why she's
Right.
only here for setback waiver now.
Thank you.
She's not here for the variance.
I,
I
as,
got confused.
well, she was following the advice.
Oh,
Right, and I think her engineer was confused
Yeah.
because a lot of towns don't have setback waiver, they only have variance.
Right.
But I think setback waiver is more appropriate in this situation.
Because that's what he told me to get first. So I came and applied for that, and Danielle was kind of to say, I think you need this one. I felt
So,
like,
so no subdivision and no variance. Okay.
Yeah.
And verify on the drawing, the distance.
Oh, the project description does still say same. But
Mhm.
we're not.
Mhm.
That's down the road.
Okay, so I'm a little slow here. So the setback waiver then is for exactly what?
Between
The
261
division of the two
and
properties?
259,
Okay.
because he said he needed that before he could even go to the state.
So the DRB regulations state that it
Between the
needs
two
to,
properties have to have.
that a structure has to be 25 feet from the
Right.
boundary. And these,
Such
both
as
these
the
structures
two,
are
and
closer.
The other one stands alone, we have to
Yeah.
have the 25 feet.
Right.
So it doesn't make sense for her to go to an engineer to get the subdivision plans worked out if she won't be able to get the setback waiver.
Right.
And the shrubbery that's there, does it totally block? It totally blocks. Do you have any neighbors expressed any? I mean, we don't have any here signed in as interested
I-
parties, but have,
Sounds awful, but I don't really have any neighbors. I have one person who crosses the street because it's 8 acres.
Ah.
And it's lake. So I'm just kind of like, I'm the only one on that side of the road, and then the lake's.
and.
So-
They're somewhere in here. 261, 263, 250. In this area.
So 259 did not have waterfront?
This
Is that how?
Yes,
this is
it
the-
would.
This is the orientation. sheet.
Yes.
Gotcha, I gotcha. Okay,
They would all have water.
okay.
I can't tell, 16.7. Is that an actual deeded property line? That you have,
Which one, Delcy?
this right here, is that an actual deeded property line?
There's a line to the
That's what
left,
she wants to do, right?
is the line to the right of the yellow.
That's correct. This is what she's proposing.
She's proposing to put the boundary line in.
And
How do you put a boundary line in when it hasn't been subdivided?
that's what she's requesting is the setback waiver so that she can request the subdivision. Right, because according to the bylaws, it's not eligible. It's just the buildings are supposed to allow it.
I understand that. But the request is for something. Right now, the main thing is the two buildings are there and the two buildings have a certain distance between them. And I understand that, but now we're doing an imaginary line that in the future with subdivision will be the boundary line. So we need to address what that line is, where it goes, where it starts, things like that. We can't just do an imaginary location and say the boundary line is such and such and such and such.
Well,
We
It
can
does a
say
little bit of the cart going before the horse here,
But
Right.
you know.
But that's what the engineer said I had to.
But
Sorry.
I appreciate what Delcy just said. But we've been caught here in these hearings before that we have no, if it's not before us, we have no right to ask an applicant what their future plans are. So I appreciate what Delcy's saying.
But
You know, because when we've had divisions before, I'm like, well, what are you planning to do with the property 5 years from now? It's like, shut up. No, that's enough.
You may not own.
Right?
so,
But
but,
in a way, I appreciate what you're saying, but is it relevant?
but it is relevant in that she's asking for a variance and right now, she
Setback
doesn't,
waiver.
a setback waiver, she
Setback waiver.
doesn't need a setback waiver. Everything's totally legal.
She just wants to know, I understand you, what you're asking is, you want to know if you could get a setback waiver, when you come, if it would be approved. When you come with a final subdivision set of drawings.
I think even more importantly than that, if she can't get a setback waiver, why even pay for the drawings? Yeah,
But we can't, even if we gave her. I mean, if we gave her setback waiver, and she comes in 6 years for a subdivision, basically, we've already tied the hands of that DRB board on what their decision can be, because we've already said yes, and we don't even know the details of the subdivision. We know, so that's why I'm wondering if we can't even do this.
Could we do a time limited decision?
Yes, that, I don't see how we can do, I don't see how we, but based on, again, a hypothetical line. Hypothetical, this is just saying, we don't have a drawing to scale that shows the specific line, where it's located, what the endpoints are, what the direction of it is, and do that, the setbacks.
So would it be too much to ask the applicant to come at some point in the future? I mean, come back with a full application if that's your plan in the future.
It
I
depends
think
on how
there's an
far
answer in
ahead.
Regulation, actually.
Okay,
Section 6.2 is setback waiver. Item 3 says lots with more than one dwelling unit, including accessory dwelling units, are not eligible for a setback.
read that again.
Lots with more than one dwelling unit, including accessory dwelling units, are not eligible for a setback.
Wonder why?
I said it right, I just read it.
So why would the engineer come and needed this before he could go any further? See, this is where it's so confusing
Yeah.
for me, because
Probably,
I know.
the
probably
town wants
now,
one, the state
yeah.
wants.
What was required in setbacks,
Mhm.
saw that you can. But they didn't go further in the regulations to look at what's required for setback waiver. And he said variance. He said
Right.
setback.
I don't even, what is the difference between the variance and the set? I have no idea.
Well, that's like in the regulations.
I was just curious.
And it actually states that on the application. On the lot. And it says, this lot have more than one dwelling unit, and then right after that, it's just a middle minute, there's lots with more than one dwelling unit, are not eligible. Says it right on. Location.
A variance is, according to not necessarily what we have, but law is an exception allowing property owners to use land in ways otherwise restricted by law. Must show unnecessary hardship from unique property features. Can be area, or can be a use variance.
So in answer to your question about the difference between a variance and a setback waiver, my limited understanding would be that a variance is a broader set of requests and grants as opposed to a setback waiver, which is specific to a setback,
Okay.
right? So
Is that
Up
one?
to variance,
right here,
6.3,
which part?
A3. From
We got 6.2, A3, that's the last. That's the setback waiver, yeah.
So what is the preference of the board?
I don't think it's relevant to debate setback waiver versus variance because here, I mean,
Yeah.
I think the applicant can follow up with Danielle if there's clarification that needs to happen.
But as far as the current
Yeah,
application,
as far as the current application, it's
Well-
before us as a setback waiver.
And
Setback waiver.
the second,
For dealing.
and the second thing, if you're looking at going for a subdivision, with a subdivision, there's 3 separate hearings. The first one's considered to be a sketch plan.
Mhm.
It means you could come in with a plan, something like this right here. You make the application, but a little bit more formalized, but not full set of drawings or anything like that. But showing specifically where the boundary line is that you want to draw to separate into a subdivision. And then these two dimensions and et cetera, and coming in with a preliminary, you'd get the answer then as to whether, a setback would be considered as part of the subdivision preliminary planning. And that doesn't require all the engineering drawings or anything like that. It requires just something a bit more than what you have here, along with specific boundary lines and divisions
Okay.
showing what's in the different places.
What Delcy is referring to is on page 35 of the regulations. And it's a subdivision sketch plan and then site plan requirements, and it actually walks you through exactly what's needed. And it begins with the little drawing that you presented tonight. And then, and so you would come and then we would give you feedback and then you would come again and then
Okay.
before you engage with the engineer.
I guess my question would be, would it ever be possible to do this? It sounds awful, but I don't want to really put thousands of dollars into an engineer
No,
And
makes
then-
total sense.
and then have somebody go. "No,
Yeah,
no."
we don't want you to
That's-
do that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to be able to provide more clarity than that.
And I think the process Delcy is laying out provides that clarity.
So I have no idea what the site plan looked like for when the new house was built.
Mhm.
But that would be a starting point to look and see what in addition might be needed to that, or if that had the information already on it that you could use to come forward. And you might want to talk with the CA, pull that out and talk with the CA to see if it accomplishes what we would need.
I know you look confused.
I,
I'm really sorry. You would be surprised how helpful the ZA can be.
oh, no,
Maybe
no.
we can send it to
In helping you prepare yourself to come to the DRB.
Right, right. Like I said, my bottom line was, is this ever going, is it doable?
That's right.
Having the division at that point in the limit. That,
Yeah,
that's,
but I think if you follow this and you come back with a sketch plan, this is the process to do that,
okay.
to determine that. You don't have to come for a sketch plan with engineering drawings and you don't have to invest thousands of dollars.
Okay.
But at the same time, we cannot give you a firm commitment that yes, you would be approved.
Mhm.
Because we have to see exactly what's there and, while we're trying to be very strict as far as following the regulations, there are different people that look at regulations a little bit differently, so we don't know who's gonna be on the board depending on when you come back. So we just can't say tonight, yes, come in, you'll get a variance, no problem. We cannot say that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I do need the sketch plans first.
Yeah.
If you sit down.
I'll
with
help you with that.
Danielle, she
Yeah.
can help you, and as both Christine and Delcy commented, you should be able to do that without putting thousands of dollars
Yeah.
into an
Okay.
engineer.
All right, because that sounds awful, but that was my.
No, no,
fear.
it-
It's like, I
it-
just
it-
kind of wanted to prep
That's legitimate.
before somebody hands me a
And that's,
$13,000.
that is page 35.
Mhm.
That's the prep. So I really urge you, it's tedious and it's boring stuff and that's why we're here. Really boring stuff, but it's a plan. It makes sense. And if you
Okay.
follow the plan, it makes it easier for us, as Diana said, to make a decision because our decisions have to adhere to this stuff.
Okay, no, I understand.
And the ZA is a resource to
And
help
she,
you.
can, as I
Yeah.
said a minute ago, she can walk you through all of it.
Yeah, that's why I.
Let's,
It's awesome.
Yeah.
let's be official though. Can we have a motion that's what that we're basically not approving because it's preliminary here.
Well, how do you wanna, are we,
Well, the request was for a
Setback waiver.
setback waiver.
so in open meeting, we could just, we don't even need to go into deliberations. We
No.
could open meeting to deny the setback waiver and advise the applicant to talk to the ZA to come back to the DRB at the appropriate time with a
And
plan.
deny it because it's preliminary, not for any specific
Right, no,
reason
it's
other
not,
than it's
There's
preliminary.
a term, but I forget what it is.
Yeah.
Without prejudice, that's what the term is.
Mm.
Well, the application is currently for a setback waiver. Right, the application is not for a variance, right?
Well, the technical application has a subdivision, the handwriting on the application, but. we
But it's under
chose to
setback waiver.
Ignore that.
Right.
So
I mean, the only thing,
Setting out what I was.
the only thing I wanted to highlight, was I just wanted to review
Yeah,
what Charlie
right.
had said in 6.2. A3, it says really clearly lots with more than one dwelling unit, including accessory dwelling units, are not eligible for setback waiver. So if the application is for a setback waiver,
yeah, at that point, what we're
We would
encouraging her to
do-
be would be a subdivision.
right,
So
where
we would-
we would decline the current request based on A3, section 6.2 A3, but ask her to come back with a,
We could do it that way. Do you want to make a motion to that effect?
yes.
Go ahead. Okay, for what David said, anybody want a second?
Second.
Shirley seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so unfortunately, that'll be your next step.
Okay.
But, again, work with Danielle,
Okay.
and,
And
Come
when is
back.
the next meeting?
well, it depends on how I don't know if she's ready to do a subdivision yet, though, so you have to be ready to do the subdivision.
Okay.
Because
like I
once,
said,
once we give you approval, it only lasts so long.
Oh, okay. How long does it last?
It's
Normally,
2 years now.
2 years? Oh,
Am I right, Danielle, 2 years now?
I don't know.
No,
But we wouldn't approve a sketch
it
plan.
changed, remember?
no, it'd have to.
It would have to, yeah, it would have to start, yeah. So once you're ready, I wouldn't jump the gun again, because you don't want to have to go
Oh, you
through
mean for
this
the
Right.
Mylar?
Huh?
Do you mean for the Mylar?
for a subdivision.
Like submitting the, like, the official plans to the town? That's 180 days.
That she has to start, they have longer than that.
Not to submit the-
I thought it was also
submit the plan.
a real
To
thing.
submit the Mylar.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's over your head now.
So I don't, I'll just ask one more question. So I'm bouncing back and forth
Yeah.
between the state and the town,
Mhm.
where they say the state will not go any further until not
There's
the
municipal
variance, the
approval.
setback
Mhm.
is done. So I'm kind of,
What
I
is
guess
this-
I'm
What are you
stuck.
waiting for from the state at this point?
Well, they said they won't, the engineer will not go to the state until I get that variance, because the state will not approve a subdivision unless that was.
Unless it meets the municipal
Right,
criteria.
I mean,
Why does the state need to approve the?
Shoreland,
I don't
Oh,
know.
because it's.
Oh,
but does shoreland is construction, shoreland
Yeah.
couldn't be involved with the subdivision.
No,
Correct,
I don't
that's correct.
understand why
Do you know-
the state's involved
Could
at all.
it be septic?
I-
What
I
did you
do
say the
have
state
to
of your
have-
septic
I
was?
do have to have a septic plans drawn up as well.
Let me work with you on that because I have
Okay.
contacts at both departments, and so I can find out from them exactly why you're being told that,
Okay.
and then we can move forward from there in the right, with the
Okay,
right steps.
no, no, I appreciate that. It was just, I'm just,
It's super
like,
confusing.
it
Yeah.
is.
Super confusing.
Yeah.
All right, so, well, thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Nice meeting everybody.
Yes.
And I will see you again.
Okay.
Colleen, I'm in the office tomorrow morning. I'll give you a call.
Okay, all right. Have a good night.
Thank
You
you.
also.
So what time you did that?
Yes, 7:03. Okay, so. The next hearing. Is 2025-34 DRB subdivision review. Paul J. Yandow Revocable Trust, 1717 South End Road. And who is here for the applicant? Sure, absolutely. I'm gonna find out who else is here as an interested.
How are you guys doing?
Welcome.
Do you have?
So,
There.
so you know, I'm
That's-
hard of hearing.
Berman,
And,
yes, the engineer.
Yeah,
so this is Jay Berman, our engineer for me.
you've seen him before.
Okay.
In
Well,
a
you
good
forgot.
way, in a good way, okay. So, are there any conflicts of interest, ex parte communication among the board? No,
No.
okay. Are there interested parties? Any individuals here who would like to be interested parties? Okay, so we're gonna have to. And if you want to appeal any decision down the road, you have to have been an interested party. It doesn't hurt. It's, that you're not required, you're not legally tied to something now. It's just, you know. So do you want the names of the
Yeah, if you could
interested
just give me your
parties?
first names.
Robert and Heather Bickford.
Okay, thank you. I got Lori. What's that? Okay, thank you.
Anyone back there for this?
Did you sign in?
I'm on Brett Payne.
You signed it?
Rhina and Brett Keane.
Jane, are you an interested party?
Mike? Mike Murdoch?
Along Parks and Recs, so we're ready to,
Okay.
That's pretty much everybody.
Mike, are
Mike.
you an interested party in this
Yeah.
one? Okay. Okay, so, everyone here then needs to take the oath. Oh, wait a minute.
Do we have someone on?
Yes, we do. Kelly Day, you are also.
Yes, I'm a property, a butter. So I didn't know if I would be an interested party or if I'm just here, for part of the meeting to learn more about it.
You probably should sign in as interested party again, just for, we would allow anyone to ask questions, but it gives you a little more
Okay, sounds good.
involvement. What about that other
It
lady
protects your
that
right
was?
to- protects your right to appeal.
Yeah, it's the only way you can appeal.
Okay, yes, I would be an interested party then.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try to
Yeah,
let her in again.
let's try that lady again to see if she's here for. So we've been Zoom bombed, so we're super careful about getting names. So tiny.
There's two. Okay, I'll start with Carol.
Carol Clark? Oh, join.
She's back.
Carol, are you there?
She's muted.
Carol, could you unmute so we can speak with you? Okay, people want to leave her.
Back in the waiting room.
Excuse me, Diane, we just got an email from Lisa?
There's another person in the waiting room. It's a phone number. I don't know if that's her or not.
Uh,
408.
yeah, Lisa just sent an email at
Yeah.
7:07.
Yeah.
Audio only insufficient. B/W. By the way, I don't know what the, audio only, please add me to Zoom.
6187 is Lisa.
Do you want me to put Carol back in the?
Lisa, is that you?
She's in, but she's muted.
Audio only.
Can you ask her to confirm that that's her, that we just let in?
The 408 number?
Yes,
408-315-6187.
Yeah, that's right.
that's her.
Oh, Carol's off mute.
Okay, Carol?
Yes,
Oh, thank you for unmuting. Are you here for a specific hearing?
yeah, I've been waiting for subdivision setback waiver, Colleen Joyce.
Okay, unfortunately, we couldn't get a hold of you, so we've had that hearing and actually that was, the decision was that that we couldn't make a decision, so, because she needs to come with a specific plan, so,
Do you want to ask her to make a statement?
no, because it's past, we're past, yeah.
Can you explain to me, is it just the fact that the zoning is at 75 feet and she wants to move it to 50 feet, or is that what it is?
It's, well, the point was that, and you can certainly call the ZA tomorrow and she can give you details on the whole thing. Would that be easier?
I don't know who you want me to call, but I mean,
Call Danielle Turin,
yeah,
Turin, and the phone
Right.
number is
802
yeah,
372
yeah.
6926. And I'm
Yeah.
at extension 6, and I'll be in the office until noon tomorrow.
And the person is Danielle?
Yes.
Danielle, correct.
All
And
right,
she's our zoning administrator and she will fill you in on all the details.
uh-huh, okay, fine, yeah. I believe that the sound was turned off at your end. I don't understand, it was the message that I was getting. So, I just waited and waited and,
Well, we're
Kept
sorry, we
flip-
tried to reach out and you were muted and I don't think you,
well, all right.
but
When
she
is
will
it-
give you all the information.
All
But
right,
no
then,
decision
thank you.
was made, so.
Is there anything else going on right now? Is there
Yeah, we
another?
have another hearing now with another applicant.
Well, can I just listen?
Sure.
Okay, let me listen.
Okay, then. Okay, so Kelly, if you would also be involved in taking the oath here, if everyone here then. I hereby swear that the evidence I give in the cause under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury.
I do.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Thank you. Okay, so I don't know who's going to speak, but if you could explain what the application is all about.
I can go ahead and you can fill in the technical spots.
Sounds good.
So, where the application is for a 2-lot subdivision. We have a parcel of land that's roughly 40 acres. And we're asking for an approval for a subdivision, which will include a 13-acre with 1 house and a 25-acre, which will be 1 house. The 13-acre is lot 1, and the 25-acre is lot 2. They're both serviced by an existing driveway. They're gonna have a force main that will facilitate the sanitary. And water will come from South End Road and utilities as well, going up the right of way, which is a 30-foot existing easement that has been there for a long time. The purpose and my intent is to sell with a house or with no house, the lot 2, which is that 25-acre lot.
So that there is no current house here,
There's no
current house
No,
on lot 2.
no, these
on
are
lot 2.
proposed houses. And it's just in a proposed area.
My understanding was lot 1 has an existing.
Yeah,
house,
that's
is it?
not part of the subdivision.
Oh, that's
Lot
the.
lot one is, the entire parcel is unimproved. We're proposing a single lot subdivision in effect with a proposed single family residence on each lot.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah,
Okay. The entire property is currently unimproved. We are proposing a single lot subdivision with a single family residence proposed on each lot. We've applied for both sketch plan and concurrent preliminary subdivision review, whereas I'm anticipating you will rule this as a major because we're crossing 2 zoning districts. And we're also serving 1 lot via right of way. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Is-
Paul.
Is there anything else that you, before we get into questions, is there anything else that's relevant for us to know up front?
I can add some stuff if you like.
It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. It's just those two there. It's exactly what the applications is asking on the drawings.
Can you,
At this time, that's all we want.
can you show us the drawings, because what we get it
Where I have a large,
8.5 by 11.
I've got another one here too, if you guys want to share.
This way
if-
for,
If anybody wants to stand, just as an FYI, the way we'll do this is we'll have the board ask initial questions and then we'll open it up to interested parties for any questions. But if you'd like to, anybody would like to stand up and look at the map. Oh, Danielle's putting one over there.
Which one do you have, Al?
so I put out sheet one, which is the overall subdivision plan. I also have sheet two. You have sheet two, which
I do
more
as
is
well.
the utility focus. So I can
So-
pull that out if you want. I also have the draft survey plat, though not necessary for preliminary.
Okay.
And I can do these either of two ways. The more burdensome is if I go through the regulations and try to demonstrate to you that the application was complete, that we met everything on page 34 and then into the following table. And then I go through section 5, item by item, and then section 7, item by item. Happy to do that if you want, but if you're comfortable with what's kind of here and just want to hit us up with questions, that's fine with me too.
Well, let's see if there are any initial questions and then we can go into more detail.
Can you orient us there?
So right here is Camp Ingalls. This is South End Road with the lake right here. It's what, a quarter of a mile back to the sharp corner on South End Road. You know where I mean?
Yeah, so this is actually in between Camp Ingalls.
No, north of Camp Ingalls. Right, so there's a series of small lots here.
And where's the road, where the sheriff?
Right.
Where's Camp Ingles? Right.
Here. This right here.
So, you know, that's a town property and, you know,
So I have a question. You said there's an existing right of way from the South End Road that is part of that parcel that comes all the way up here?
I'd like to correct that.
Right.
There is not a right of way serving this lot because this lot doesn't exist yet.
Right,
There
understood.
is an owned 30-foot strip that belongs to this parcel.
Okay,
So this parcel has 30 feet of frontage that's encumbered by an existing driveway right now serving Paul's house on an adjacent lot under separate ownership.
and that is all in current deeds.
it's all
But that-
Separate.
existing, everything's existing. So the two houses that are existing, I'm sorry, are these two.
Well, and
That's
that's
a
a,
garage.
that's a garage.
What is here?
This farmland up here, right?
Yes, I believe this is field right here, Paul, right? The field continues here, field continues here with intermittent hedgerow here, and this is
With some
solid
wetland,
wood.
yeah.
And so that would be the access to lot 2.
Yeah,
You would continue. Okay.
and so basically that existing 30-foot owned strip, we're extending that as a proposed 30-foot access easement to lot 2 for utilities and access.
And the existing building there is, on lot 1 is remaining?
The existing garage,
Yeah,
until someone chooses to remove it, yeah.
well, I just, if it's there, are the setbacks meeting setback requirements?
Yes. Red line depicts shoreland district. Shoreland on this side and rural lands back.
All the way to the red line.
And can you just outline
Yeah, I
the
mean, there's
lot
not-
1 and lot 2 for you? We're not seeing.
So lot 1 is basically the subdivision lines here. Lot 1, lot 2.
Okay. And you said there's gonna be a shared septic?
We have a permitted septic system not built here to serve lot one. We also have a permitted wastewater system back here to serve lot two. So we've received the state wastewater system potable water supply permit for that. I will point out, we're showing some wetland boundaries here. Those have been finessed a little bit since then and accepted by the state. I will show those corrected locations in our final plan. I didn't want to go to the effort of redrafting it, resubmitting it, but those changes are minimal. They don't affect our house codes. That's all.
And they don't affect the road access onto lot two?
We are going to be requesting a wetland permit to improve there's an existing woods drive across here. We're going to ask for a wetlands permit to allow improvement of that driveway.
Yeah, so we've already done 3/4 of that study and we're just going to finalize it in the next couple of weeks.
And the wetlands continue onward to the south?
This one continues to the north. This one continues to the south. This one continues to the south. This one, I think, is a fairly major one wrapping around Camp Ingalls. Out to the lake. It doesn't.
There's, so this is.
Great, thank you. Helpful. And just to confirm, neither of these lots would have waterfront access.
No, because this lot does not have waterfront
That's right.
access. There is. The owner also has some land on the lakeshore side, so he may or may not choose to grant them access across that.
That's not part of this application at all.
But the ownership of that land is on this title.
No, it's actually in this same deed.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Interesting. And you said the utilities access would use the same.
Yes, we've investigated some other options and nothing's will come to fruition at this point.
This goes with some.
All of the energy will flows through the tax mill.
These are the houses that are along South End Road leading to Camp Ingalls. When you go driving toward Ingalls, these are the homes across from the lake.
Right, so
What are you asking?
she's
I just
pointing out that
commenting.
the
It,
ownership-
it wasn't, it didn't match, but I just
Right.
wanted to clarify, those were the homes that you're driving out to
Yeah,
Camp Ingalls.
where that came from.
I don't know.
I have a wetland colored with me.
Yeah.
Are you clear with the wetlands or do you need another?
No, I was just looking at, the access to the second property, in terms of, wetland review.
Yeah, crossing the road. I'm not clear on the shoreline and where you're saying it's north.
It shows better on the survey plat. Let me pull that one out.
Yeah.
I'll use the same alignment here. So the road is here. Here's the shoreline right here. The double dot dark line. And so it's a pretty narrow strip.
So it's right off the road in various feet to the water line, but it's an elevation of anyways from 15 feet to 25 feet.
That's. It was all in the same packet, the warranty units and. I just printed out that.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's outside.
It's in the same deed,
Yes.
but in my professional opinion, it's not part of this parcel. Because the road being a town road is a forced subdivision. According to state subdivision regulations, it's. I was thinking about this on the way up here. I've done somewhere around 7,000 lots in Vermont. I have never yet had to go to a town to ask for a subdivision along an existing road. Subdivision's already been created by default. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, I was just
Okay.
trying to be clear where. You say it's in the deed for the whole property, but.
Right.
According to state law, it's already a subdivision.
And eight other properties have that deeded to them.
Is that right?
Access to the beach.
Same thing.
Access.
And I'm sorry, just to clarify, does that mean that that's shared between the
It
8
is.
properties? I see. So there's a separate 9 properties.
Part of what was handed out in our packet, and I'm not sure if it's relevant here, but it was part of the whole. When Danielle looked at everything in the file.
Yeah.
There's a warranty deed that talks about property sold in, looks like 1998 by Paul J. Yanda, Revocable Trust, to Robert and Elaine Greenow. Is that?
Yes, I believe, Paul, you
Yeah.
sold them a little bit extra, right?
I did way back in 98. They had
That-
to change their
Okay,
driveway.
so that has nothing to do with.
Nothing to do with
Perfect.
this.
Just want to make sure, just because that deed specifically says that no building or structure shall be
Right.
erected. So I just want to make sure that's not part of
Yep.
this.
And
Okay.
they're, you know, they're a small property to the north.
Okay. Fine.
I think Charlie managed to get me confused about what's on the lake side,
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
okay? And so
I'm
what,
trying to flip the map on my computer.
I get it.
As long as Charlie understands it, we're good. Next question.
so what's on what is on the lakeshore side of the road is deeded to all of the property owners along the whole strip?
Most of them all have a right of way, or,
Do they have individual right of ways?
yeah.
Or is it a common right of way?
It's an individual, but it's most all of them. So that all of the lots in the front, they all have a deeded right of way to the beach.
Right,
But the land is owned in fee by the Polyanda Revocable Trust.
And that's all not part of any of this application.
so they have access to the beach, they don't own
That's correct.
that side of the road. That given, I know that area somewhat well, going down to Camp Ingalls a lot and that. Typically, does that mean that everybody has access to the water where they have access to where it's not a cliff?
Well, everybody would be the lot owners only in the front. And it's all in their deed or separate permission from me with a deed for that reason. So when you say everybody, there's 2 that are, there's another property that does not have a beach right to the deed, which we own and trust. That would be lot 2 of the old section. That would be here. This is 1, 2, 3. Well, there is missing one, but that would be this one here, where it says Yanda. That one hasn't been gifted yet. And I probably will intend to gift that when that sells.
So will there be the same deeds or the same
It'll be the same,
access for these 2 properties?
not necessarily. I'll have to see what unfolds with the activity and the potential buyers are asking. I'm not gonna offer it until I put it on the market and see what kind of results I get.
Okay, so.
So to answer your question, I'm not intending to offer it.
I guess I'm questioning why if this is part of property that's not part of the subdivision, we're asking about it.
Well,
It's not part of the subdivision at all.
it's not part of the
No, it's
subdivision.
on the east side of,
I,
South End Road. And that's where all the properties start and stop.
right, I was just trying to clear up the question that Charlie had asked in terms of was there deeded access?
That
Not
went
part of
with
the
the properties, okay.
But deeded access to the lake, and whether there would be deeded access to the lake for this one. Thank you.
There is, yeah.
Okay. Are there any questions at this point from the board? We can go back to the board. And Lisa, did you have any questions?
I'm not sure she got on.
She's on,
I texted her.
she's on.
Yeah,
I could see her.
Okay,
she said she can hear.
what we will do now then is open it up to interested parties. If you have any questions of the applicant. Yes,
I also let Paul's property.
And I'm sorry, could you just state your name?
For Tom.
Thanks.
You've answered a few of my questions just in this conversation today, so I really appreciate that. The surveys reference the wastewater permit that, sorry.
I can hear half of it.
I'm sorry, but can you speak up a little bit? Please have Mr. Yandos on trouble here.
So there is reference to a wastewater permit that you brought up, and it's also on the survey. That permit, that wastewater permit ends in number 4575, that has been reported here as well.
Yeah.
Without the survey. But if you look at the survey, it has a different lot size, lot number 1 and lot number 2. And lot number 1 has 5 houses on it, not 1. So I'm confused about how we have,
Well, let me interrupt you. Don't get confused.
what I'm addressing the board here.
Okay, I'm
So
sorry.
I want to continue. So my confusion is we have 2 documents that are tied to this application that have 2 separate lot sizes, and they have 2 different building plans. What we're talking about today is just 1 house on each lot. The reference material has 5 houses on that lot 1 and the 1 lot in the back. So I don't understand how we reconcile that from a planning perspective. Because I, as a budding landowner, wanna know, are we gonna have 14 bedrooms back there or 42? And that's the difference. Each one of these houses is 7-bedroom house in the plan. So that makes a huge difference to me in terms of construction years and density and traffic and all, all that kind of stuff. So I'm confused about that and I'd like some clarity.
Okay, so would you like to
Okay.
answer?
So with wastewater permitting, when we find suitable soils, it's most efficient from a design perspective and a permitting perspective. Something meets the rules. Go ahead and get the permit at that point for whatever you can justify. Because the permit doesn't expire. On those grounds, we submitted for and received the water and wastewater permit for some pretty substantial wastewater disposal fields. As part of that permit, we need to show proposed uses. Easiest way to show a use is, put house here, house here. I need to be able to show possible house sites. So I can show how water might be supplied, how all the wastewater piping, septic tanks, pump stations, distribution piping will all serve for that. For that reason, we went ahead and got the WW permit. What does Paul want to build? We don't know. We know he wants to build the back half or sell the back half of this lot. Will that change in 2 months and maybe he decides he wants to sell lot 1 instead? Don't know. The plan right now is just a single lot subdivision, split this lot in half. Yes, the state has permitted more lots out of it. We would need to go back and amend that permit to just show the two lots. But we're still going to show that entire wastewater capacity because I don't want to lose it. But like the woman who was in here before us, we don't want to go ahead with too many permits without knowing we've got some assurance. So that's why we did the wastewater first. Our only proposal at this point is just the two lots, the single lot subdivision. What Paul's gonna do with the retained lot, if he decides to do anything with it, if it's going to involve his kids, next generations, I don't know. And we'll come back for that when it's time. But
And can you just show the distinction again between shoreland and rural districts?
right here,
Right.
the red line here.
And how many acres are in the shoreland district there?
25.3.
Just in the shoreland.
Oh,
Right.
just in the shoreline?
I may have that broken down. I have zoning
5.
assessments at the bottom of this sheet. All right.
Did that answer your question?
Thank you, Diana. She dropped something on the table, which I wasn't.
Well, that's probably the state permitting
The
plan.
state
So if
permit.
you want to
Right.
talk to that. and
Yes.
Continue your,
Yeah.
testimony.
So, the proposed 5 houses are on that lot 1. And it's my understanding through your regulations that a lot is designated based on the major portion of that lot. So the major portion of this lot, which I think you guys are trying to discover right now, is rural, not shoreland. And if it's rural, you can't put 5 houses on 11.7 acres. You can't put 5 houses on 13 acres. So I don't understand this plan,
That plan doesn't meet local zoning. It was never intended to.
but it's a future plan.
It's,
you
it's
reference
a
it in-
wastewater
Yes,
permit based.
but you're referencing it in your current DRB application.
To show that we have sufficient wastewater capacity for 2 houses.
I express my concern.
Understood. Thank you.
My other concern is what you folks have brought up already, and it's the 30-foot right of way going through the major wetlands. This guy right here. Concerned about that impact.
Do you have any clearly articulated concern?
More than being concerned about our
I
environment.
mean, yeah, no, I mean, is there something we should be aware of in specific?
Not that I know of that would pertain to me specifically, but anytime we start to put impervious ground on wetland, I get concerned about that.
I would expect the board to put a condition in any approval that we receive wetlands permits as required.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Were there other questions? Mike? Oh, sorry. Well,
Yeah, Michael Morales. I have questions regarding the driveway. With the setback, will it meet the minimum width? For 20 feet?
For the portion that's serving 2 or more houses, yes.
It's 3 houses and it's a 25-foot setback on either side.
It won't meet the side yard setbacks because we can't fit that in a 30-foot strip.
Correct.
But it will meet the 20-foot wide travel width to serve 2 or more houses. And that's noted in the zoning notes on sheet 1.
And also, water line, South water line?
Wait, before you continue on, how does that meet the regulation, drivers in 7.7?
And what was that?
Setback
Sorry.
is a minimum of 25 feet from all property lines. And then driveways serving 2 of the 3 lots shall have a minimum width of 10 feet. To me, that's 25 feet on either side plus a 20-foot driveway. You don't have that in that access. I don't think that's.
No, I think
It's an existing driveway though. So in that respect, it is grandfathered. We do have a note on the plans, widen the shared portion of the gravel drive to 20 feet minimum prior to occupancy of a new residence on either lot 1 or lot 2.
Referring to the Regulations, 7.7D.
7.7D.
B is in boy.
Well, as I'm looking at that, could you clarify if it is for 2 houses or 3 houses?
The driveway currently serves Paul's existing house. So in that respect, at full build out of the subdivision, 2 new houses plus his existing.
So it will be.
There's a portion that's serving.
It'll be a 3-house drive.
Yes.
That was your question.
So just adding to that, if a future owner decides to add this structures. Just write this back there, then you have to change the standards for the roadways.
It would trigger it to road standards, I believe. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike, can you just repeat that, please?
Don't forget, South End Road's only 24 feet wide, and we're giving them a 30-foot entrance, and it doesn't necessarily have to go the whole way.
Then that will have to be upgraded to road standards, it's also defined in the road bylaws.
Fire.
That's for getting the fire trucks in, he's a fire chief.
Yep. Understood.
So that's all applicable.
And then the other question I have is water along the sides, going back there.
Lot 1, which is closer to the road, will be served by town water. Probably, I believe it's a 1-inch water service.
Right.
The back lot, lot 2, is gonna be served by drilled weather. Mm, 1 inch, yeah.
I didn't know if there was gonna be 2 or 4 going back there with. Right. They blow up.
And we have the option to drill a well on the far side,
You mean by the far side?
on the, lot 2, single.
Any other questions, Mike?
No, we can.
Okay. Did you have questions?
Yes, I have a couple of questions.
And I'm sorry, what was your name?
Oh, I'm sorry, Heather Bickford.
Mhm.
So initially, the Paul's dad owned all this property and subdivided 9, I think it's 9 lots, Paul, I don't know how many houses for each of his kids in the front bordering on the road, just to give you a little history. And all those lots had shared beach access in our deeds. So our deed says we have room for a dock and a boat lift. And I don't know how many feet you would say, Brett, that's actually usable beach, but I don't know, there's not a lot because the water. Yeah, the water comes up and a lot of times there's very little beach. So there's enough just about for our 9 people to use the beach now. Now, I know you're saying that you have to design on the outside to submit to the state so that you have approval for 2 houses. But I think when I read your application to the state, there was almost enough septic approved for about 15 houses, back there were 12 houses, I know it was a lot. So let's just say Paul sells this land or gives it to his kids, or his name was, or sells it to somebody else who doesn't give a rat's ass about the other 9 properties along the lake, and they build the 15 houses in the back, and he's deeded in access to the beach for another 15 houses, and there's only about 100 feet of beach. So how does that work? And how do we make sure that if this is approved, that doesn't happen? So it's gonna be a big problem for our properties that have the deeded access that we think is divided up to nine lots, so for 9 people. It's gonna really impact the resale of our properties. So I'm questioning that to Paul. He said, well, we'll see who I sell it to, or if it's one of the kids, or let's say you give it to your kids and your kid's like, well, we don't want that property, we're gonna sell it. Whenever.
Well, if I can answer that. See, that is not addressed that way on the application, it's left down on purpose, so that it can be developed and seen with the back property. That's a shot in the dark, we always go for let's see what the septic capacity is. We talking one, are we gonna make one, or are we gonna do 10? This one actually works out that it's a higher number, like 10 for the back, lot 2. And you add that to the front, which is a totally separate, totally separate. All right, so to answer your question, those folks, if they ever were developed, which is not my intention, but if they ever were developed, they have to be deeded with permission from the owner. And whatever I do and for sales, is totally up to me. And as you know, with the right of way or the deeded beach rights are for, they were originally put in there for family. All family. There was no one else up there but family. And so the intention there was they could have and share like, the same dock, the same boat, that kind of thing. And that's never been changed. I've not changed that. And thinking that it also, it doesn't give you an exclusive use for a spot. It's like anywhere. You have the right to go anywhere on the beach, but not inclusively. So we might ask you next year to move your dock down to the other end. It could happen. Not planning on it, but that's what the intention was, that you're not squatting on one piece. And that people have the right to walk through your actual position. So that was written for that intent with mostly family in mind. But in the deeds that are the older deeds, it simply says the deeded right to go to the beach, not in an exclusive spot, and can be used again, but only with permission. I don't go through that formality, and I don't see any problem.
That's not what our deed says.
No.
Our deed says we have deeded beach rights,
Yes,
not to a specific spot. But it doesn't say anything about being family or up to you year to year. So
well, okay,
it comes with our
that
land.
was, yes, written 31 years later.
Where it says said lands and premises have the benefit of an easement and common
So is that a problem?
community. No, no.
No, we're just
It's not
trying
down.
to.
What's your concern?
Let's just say that you, like, a bus hits you in line, right, and the land all goes to your kids. And they get tired of paying the taxes, so they said, all right, we're gonna sell it to a developer. And this guy says, oh, I can build 15 houses back there, and if you sell it to him, which of course you're gonna get more money. If it's lake access. Then where are we gonna go? You know, so that's our concern.
Yeah.
So where are we gonna fit all those 23 docks along each section?
Yeah. Well, that won't happen. I'm not,
All it can. It could definitely happen. I mean, once you're dead, you know, that's what's gonna happen, you know, I'm just saying that you have to kind of look at the big picture and that as a potential.
The concern is not with you, it's with
Right,
potential
Yeah,
in the
and
future.
doing stuff
well,
that you think is gonna impact us, but thinking about it.
you know, you try to do something good and it always bites you in the butt. Because they pay no taxes on beach property. I do. I pay the whole thing. And that's all on the 40 acres. So it's quite a big,
Right thing, you'd say.
and again, this was written 20 years ago. Or 31 years ago.
Sorry, I'm just wasting my concern, so. Which
And
I
it
think
would-
is
And
kind of-
that I'm
Right.
I'm not sure that the subdivision affects that. If Paul worked at Admire without the subdivision, the same thing. You have the same risk. Same portion.
I think we and what the board can only look at are the regulations. And if it's not in the regulation, then we understand concerns, but it's unfortunately, we can't make a judgment based on what if.
And it's not part of the application.
Yeah.
It's not property that's part of the application.
I guess my concern, 2 houses is fine, but my concern is 15 houses up there, and the driveway not being sufficient for the 15 houses back there, that's a problem.
And concern is noted. So,
If I may, Ms. Chalmers did bring up a good point. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Okay. Looking at paragraph 7B on the driveway standards. It does say that driveways shall be set back minimum 25 feet from all property lines. I'd point out, though, that this is an existing driveway and an existing 30-foot strip, and it's all that exists. DRB may waive the standard for shared driveways involving adjacent properties. This driveway does happen to involve Paul's adjacent property. So I don't know how you would, I'd look for your guidance on it, but I would offer this as one possibility, is to waive that side yard standard for a driveway, for shared driveway.
Am I allowed to ask a question now?
Yeah.
People who are here.
Yep.
For people who are interested parties, can you confirm the existence of this road?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a driveway, it's not a road.
that's, well,
It's right.
yeah, thank you, sir.
What, Jay?
Yes.
What is the, here's the driveway.
Yeah.
Here's the property line. What, how much, what's the distance there?
About 100
Do you want to-
and 170 feet once the driveway gets moved.
You got it on that one?
Yeah.
Were there any other questions from interested parties? Yes, Jean?
Yeah, Jean Netherall from Parks and Rec, related to the, on the, February documents that the town was provided, there was an isolation area, presumptive isolation area on the site. You had mentioned that the different permitting process, this week had changed some of that, did that in isolation area on?
The isolation, not on the wastewater system, if that's what. Right, no, those did not change.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I've got a question about.
Wait, just for the, because this is being taped, if you could just give your name, please.
I've got a question about the water line, main line from down. Is it sufficient to carry that many homes? That are out back, if all it does that. Cause every day around 5, 6 o'clock, when there's high water usage, we drop about half the pressure on that road. That will concern when we have a lot of as sufficient pressure.
We received a letter from the water board in support of the water and wastewater permit application for that. That was for the many more houses. Keep in mind, we're just asking for one house to connect, so I'm thinking that one house proposed
Yeah,
is not as
we
significant.
gotta stick with this application. It's one house on both lots. That's all we're here to try to get, the board to just address the application as it's applied and, the rest of it, it would have to be brought up against the board again to increase any houses or any of the change.
And we're the furthest, pretty close to the furthest water line. And I'm not sure what the line say, you know. Pardon me? You know, the water line size. And that road on Main.
I think it's still out on that thing, right? I think it's
Is that gonna be, I don't know what the new water project is, the new water tower, isn't that to improve the south end?
Yes.
if and when it gets built.
Right. Yeah. Oh, is that right? Is it at risk?
Well, no, I don't know.
I think they started.
It just
Yeah.
came out on the front page forum today that they were starting it.
Saw the stakes, yeah.
So I don't remember the name now, sorry.
Jay,
That's just a supply, it's a holding tank, it's not, we're not improving the water system, making lines.
No, but it will give you more consistent pressure, having larger volume to draw from.
Only when you don't have water, when you lose water, that's why it's full, it's not consistently used.
It will mitigate the peaks. It'll spread them out more, in my opinion. I don't know their plans. I shouldn't speak to it. Okay.
Are there other questions?
yeah, Trustee, are there any from anyone on Zoom? Any questions? Are there any other questions from any interested party?
For the interested parties, I think it's important to note that any future development where you would add housing would have to come again through the Development Review Board for subdivision.
Is there's no proposed subdivision, it's putting more houses on in an existing lot one. There's no future subdivision of those lots on that wastewater, it's all on lot one. So it would have to be something like PUD. You can't put 5 houses in 11 acres, you can't put 5 houses in 13 acres. That's what that proposal is for the wastewater permit, which is in your, it's included in your application, the DRB application. So to me, that's part of what you're asking for. If it wasn't, if you would have referenced it in your survey. That's what I'm concerned. 2 houses, I mean, 6 houses,
I didn't hear half of what you were saying, and I apologize. As long as they understand what you're asking, I guess I'm good with that, but is it, she's saying she's concerned about 5 houses on that lot one.
Right, based on the wastewater. And my response again is, we're not proposing that with the town application. The wastewater permit is submitted solely as demonstration that we've got water and wastewater available. All we're proposing now is the single lot subdivision, split the lot into 2 lots. And each lot is capable of supporting a single family residence. Anything else will be a change of use or a PUD or subdivision, something coming back to the board.
And just to be clear, you're looking at the lot size requirements and doing that, right? For the rural land and the shorelands.
so, for me, it's Paul's land, but I wanna know whether I'm gonna live in a construction zone for a year and a half or 10 years. That's where my concern comes from. I don't wanna live in a construction zone for 5 years. And if that's a long time. That's my concern. And if the access is down South End Road, we're already dealing with the construction with Kai's property in the road. There's trucks in and out of there all day, every day, Monday to Friday. So I just.
We have trucks.
We did, but somebody did.
6 houses is different than 2.
This application's for 2 houses.
You know that, but it's references just
It's not
a
for six.
larger plan.
Are there any other questions from the board? Now, noting that this is for a sketch plan review and preliminary plan that would still have to come back for a final plan, so.
Presumably, the sketch will rule this as a major. I don't know if you've done that yet.
It has to be a major because of our bylaws.
Yeah.
It's 2 different districts.
And that's what's on the application.
So no decision would be made tonight. I'm basically letting the interested parties know. So are there any other questions at this point? We can recess
And then they will come back with the next step.
with the, yeah, this was, as I said, they're requesting a sketch and preliminary review now, and then the final plan review would be scheduled.
I feel like we're not, or at least I'm at a loss for giving them direction for what to come back to us with. If anything more.
Well, if we recess.
If we recess
we
and
can
they come
discuss
back
that.
with the next step, is there anything specific that we want to make sure they include?
Well, first off, if we've asked all our questions at this point, that's number one. Number two, because this is also preliminary, it means that we go into deliberation and we provide them with written documentation.
Oh, so we can
Outline.
do.
Yes.
It's not just. it's
Okay,
not
I
just
got,
sketch plan review, it's
remember, I
also-
got confused about that because I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And you said, no, we can't because we weren't closed. But if we're recessed, we can.
We can recess, yeah.
Okay.
And it gives you the opportunity to call us back if you have more questions, hearing's still open.
Yeah, we went through a procedural change on our ability to talk behind the scenes. So,
Okay, then, if there are no other questions at this time, I'll take a motion from the board.
I move that we close the,
recess.
no, we do not recess. This is closing the preliminary hearing.
Oh, right. And then we open the new hearing.
And then the final hearing, it's same application, but the final hearing comes back to us when they have all the plans in order.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Lisa?
He's muted.
She abstains.
Okay. So, we will go into deliberations and discuss and send something out, get something out to you. Danielle will get it out to you.
And procedurally, I think that's 45 days, is that right?
For a regular
That's for the
closing,
decision.
a decision, but I think for, what, do you know, Miss Procedure?
I truly don't. We just typically get it out, as soon as we
Pretty
can.
quickly, it'll be with, certainly.
Because it is not the formal finalized decision, it's giving you the opportunity to address the issues that we bring up.
Understood. Thank you.
Okay. Let me just see here real quick.
So should I record the time? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
For coming.
Yes.
Diane, I'm gonna take.
So is there any issues on,
Okay, it says within
Application.
1 year, by the way, sketch plan review, applications for preliminary plan review made, shall be submitted. Oh,
Right.
that's the plan. Okay, complete up.
So year after sketch plan, I think it's 45 days for his decision. I don't know.
It's 45 days for decision, but you won't get one from this. You'll still have to come back for the final review. And then you'll get the decision.
Oh, we don't get a decision on the preliminary, the
No.
written finding?
Well, we'll get into
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, they
Oh.
will.
Okay, sorry.
Looking forward to that.
And then you have 1 year to file for the final plan
We'll
review.
we'll try to beat that.
Something that we should probably be clear.
thank you very much.
How long we have.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Is this
Oh.
ours or theirs?
One of them here.
Mine's is the one that he,
Is
that-
mine's over here.
No, that's Jay's.
I can make more easy.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes, it is. Sorry.
It's all
New
good.
air conditioning, you know that.
Days are getting shorter.
Supposedly it's broken.
Hey, you're leaving and we're not.
Thank
You might get around to shut the door.
But it's something I said.
Left alone, huh?
house.
Oh.
You're very patient.
Yeah, it's okay. I've been in a lot of these back, I'm a builder back home.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that concerned people, nobody wants change. That's the hardest part, you know? Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just writing a note to myself.
Right.
Okay. So we will open application 2025-40 DRB setback waiver review. Tony Fusco and Kathleen Ryan, 982 Holiday Point Road. I assume you're Mr. Fusco.
Yes,
Did I say that right? Is it Fusco?
Fusco.
Fusco, I'm sorry.
I take it either way.
No, we want to get it right. I'm sorry. Are there any interested parties? Nobody else online, right?
No,
Carol dropped off.
no, she's still on.
Okay. Okay, so, board members, are there any ex parte communication, any conflicts of interest? No, okay. So we will give you the oath, sir. I hereby swear that the evidence I give in the cause under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury. Okay. Thank you. So again, we apologize for the
Oh, no, that's. okay.
delay here.
I'm staying.
It's always hard to be the third. So if you want to explain to us what you're doing.
I put an application in to be able to do a new garage, because the garage that came with the existing house, all that area there is non-conforming. They're narrow lots, everybody, that garage, I don't even know how old it is. I've owned it, I think I'm going on my 5th year now. But I know that garage is like original, but the garage is there is at an angle, and the back corner is a little less than 5 feet to the property line. And I think the front corner is about 10 feet. What I'd like to do, only because I can't conform with the 25-foot side set, it put the garage right in the middle of the lot. I think I showed you a drawing.
Yeah, actually, it's a very clear drawing.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
very
It's-
Yeah,
We
no.
don't usually get this.
Yeah, no, I wanted to explain it because it's still non-conforming what I want to do, but I want to pull it away from the side a little bit. So it straightens the garage out.
It's less non-conforming.
Right. Definitely, because if I tried to get the 25 feet, I could do that, but it'd be definitely right in the middle of the lot, and I'd have to move my driveway, which the septic is right next to, so I would choose not to do that unless that's my only option.
Would you like to see the bigger copies?
Yes.
I know computers are great, except when they're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, do you want to pass one down to the ladies at the?
Thank you, Danielle.
You're welcome.
With my house and my 2 neighbors, all 3 of us have sheds or buildings that are like 5 to 10 feet from the line. So everybody's and it's not a big deal. We got cedars, nobody has an issue, but it's kind of hard to get that 25-foot compliance.
To your knowledge, any concerns by neighbors?
Mark, actually, I talked to him tonight, and I think he talked to Danielle, and, yeah, no, he has no issues. And on the other side, they just bought last year, Carolyn and, Steve, and, I told them I'd like to move it away from the line. I'm not putting like a big 2-story garage with a man cave or anything. It's just gonna be my problem is I live in New York in Clifton Park, and every time I shut everything down, I'm trailering a jet ski, going back. I just want something in the wintertime so that I can put
So
stuff
one-
in it.
One.
Yeah, it's a 1-story. Actually, I think I got a copy of the print there, but if not, I've got one here.
Yep, single story.
Do we have?
Yeah, single
the what?
story. I can
Do we
show
have a
it.
copy of the?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it unobtrusive. I don't want to block anybody's. So some of those garages that are
Oh, the
put
blue-
down that road, they're
Yeah.
2-story high, and the poor guy on the other side can't see the lake anymore. It's ridiculous.
Look, we have it.
We got it?
She's so good. Okay.
There's 2 pages there.
And how far is your setback from the lake?
The total house setback, it's vague because I have a hard time finding the line. but,
Yeah, sure.
You know,
What's roughly.
it's roughly 65, maybe 70 feet from the
how-
original house.
And how far back to.
And that,
proposed-
I think I gave you a distance, the
Mhm.
house is this distance, and then that's the distance to the new garage.
So
you're-
assuming it's 70 feet, you're talking about an additional 100 feet.
Exactly.
versus 150 feet.
Yeah,
So.
because that lot's, again, depends on which print you look at. A deed says it's 100 feet. I try hard, I don't get 100, I get 90.
Mhm.
And if you look at other things, it says 90.
Mhm.
In the back, again, they say it's a square lot by 90, but the back where pins are, it's 85 feet. So it's a, you know, it tapers in. So that's why it's hard. I think at the point where the garage is, it might be just 75. So if you centered that, it'd be, yeah, I'd have to center it right in the middle of the lot.
So the acreage is.
What's
like,
that, hon?
The acreage is maybe like about 0.33.
It's again, depends on what one you look at. It's like 0.44. I think even on the tax map, it says land is like 0.44. So it's under,
Okay, it's definitely non-conforming.
yes.
And that's your-
Or land, yeah.
That's your driveway, you don't share it.
No, it's my driveway. And that's Holiday Point Road on one side and obviously the lake on the other side.
Right.
And because you're in the shoreline district, you also need a state.
No,
Permit?
I checked all the compliance, cause Danielle told me to check and see if I'd need everything, and I'm not increasing anything by percentages that are even make a change, because there is an existing garage, so basically I'm adding just a little over half more, so what it wasn't anything that was gonna draw an issue with shoreline.
Did they give you authorization on that point?
Well, I filled out their forms as far as whether I was gonna need it. and
Yeah,
It didn't say that I needed a permit or a,
They got back to you in other words.
no.
No.
They- When you fill
It's
it, right,
it's not necessary.
yeah,
So you got some feedback that
Yeah.
said it wasn't
yeah.
necessary. Yeah.
Well, they gave me their forms to tell me, this is a percentage you need of
yeah.
this is a percentage you need that, and if you're over that, then there's two types of permits you have to get, or actually, I don't know if they call them permit, they call them something else, but yeah,
Right,
I
it's
didn't.
kind of a
pull-
self-reporting thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I got it.
In the existing driveway, what material is it?
It's all porous, you know, it's just
Stone.
the black gravel,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, everything with the water filters very well.
Just have to ask, any wetlands?
Not on my property, but if you go 2 doors down, it goes, we're the highest. I did put an elevation. I put an elevation map in there too that shows I'm at like 104 feet. Where the back of the house is and the when I say back, the roadside
Mhm.
and the garage are, and it shows a comparison, but like in a 20-30 year flood, we'd never get water. And that last flood that they had, it didn't even come within 25-30 feet of the house, but the neighbors did.
I'm seeing the
David, you seen that email?
footage between
Lisa sent me
you're
an email.
removing the building you're removing.
Yeah.
11-6 from
Yeah.
the Steve and Carolyn.
Yep.
But then the new one comes in and you're seeking this setback.
No.
Of this setback.
For 10 foot.
Because see, it's only gonna be, right now it's 5 feet.
Well,
This
that's
is
the
the
question.
existing garage, it's there. It's
Okay.
5 and 11-6. I'd like to stay at the minimum of 10, and whatever it works out to this point, it's probably gonna be 12. or-
Oh, for the new one.
Yes, for the new one. I wanna pull it away from theirs. These are all cedars.
And this doesn't matter because this is your
This is just my
driveway.
driveway. And this is the Holiday Point Road.
Right.
And what is the current tree configuration?
This, let's see, Holiday Point Road, we got some big pines back in here. They just cut down some ashes because it had that ash disease that they came through. But there's a couple maples in here. This is all cedars down through here. There's all cedars down through here. There's 2 big pines and some big maples and oaks all the way down. So it's pretty treed all the way to the beach.
Okay, our board member who is online asked Is there any reason that he could not make this conforming? What would be involved in moving the driveway?
It would be more of the septic. Because the septic in these camps aren't anything huge. It's a 1,000-gallon tank, but there's only 2 lines for the leach field. And they border the driveway.
Okay,
So if I move the building, I would probably have to deal with the septic. Cause I wouldn't want to put gravel over it.
okay.
Right now, we have no issues with standing water or anything, so it's where if it's not broken.
Do you have a follow-up, Lisa?
Camp is seasonal or year round?
I'm sorry.
Camp is seasonal or year round?
The original owners lived in it for 3 years. It's got a complete heating system and everything else. We do come up in the winter, maybe every 3-4 weeks just to check on stuff. I keep it warm. I don't shut it down. I stop the water and stuff because I don't believe in freezing anything out. But, no, we have no intentions of ever being here year round. Matter of fact, I just turned 70. I'm thinking of selling my house in Colony. We're gonna go to maybe Tennessee or the Carolinas, and this will be our summer home.
The entrance to the garage is from the L,
Be facing the back of the house, it'd be facing the roadside of the house.
right,
So,
not
yes.
from the driveway, it'll be here.
I could do it either way. It doesn't, this here right now would probably be the easiest entrance, but if that's an issue with anybody, I'll do whatever it takes so that it's tasteful or whatever, but right now I can't it here.
Can you just show us on this map as well?
Yeah,
Thank you.
right now the door is gonna be here. And I think I do want to print, I was gonna have 2 doors, but the more I'm thinking about it, I want it for storage, so I don't really need 2 doors. I might put a 1 16-foot door in it instead of 2 8-footers.
So, and are there large trees along here?
No,
In this
there's
part?
nothing here. There's cedars all in through here and the large pine is right back here and there's 2 maples that are close to it. And there's a couple more of the ones that they're cutting down that are still alive.
And I know it's
Yeah.
not to scale, but what would you say this dimension is?
When this is done to here, it's probably gonna be about 12 feet,
So
maybe 10.
is there any reason why this couldn't be over adjacent to your driveway?
It might be able to move over. I wouldn't want to go too far. I don't want to put it in front of my house. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, so you can't see the back of my house from the road. I was just trying to do it so that this is here, it does come over a little bit, but you know, I mean, it's non-conforming if I move it
You
up.
wanna see the back of your house.
I want to, yes. And like I said, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well do 25 feet and I wouldn't even be here and it'd be in the
Right.
middle of my yard. You know what I'm saying?
That was my next question.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay.
Any other questions?
Are you gonna have to take out any trees in order to build
No.
this? Mhm.
No. No. I invite you to go down and look at it. You can see it's all pretty well cleared up.
And just totally, this is a different question, but we've run into it other places.
Yep.
Is there any like swale or drainage down your property line between you and next door neighbor?
No, just natural. Where the trees are and the cedars,
Yeah,
you know, where they are, there's just a little bit of a dip, only I think because over years. It either sunk or nobody added anything to it, but nothing that ponds or puddles. There's a natural culvert on the road that's on the end of my property. There's an actual open culvert there, so if the water, instead of standing on the road, will go into there. And in early spring, that might have 2-3 inches of water in it, and then it dries up. It's pretty dry there because it's high, but like I said, you go down the street two neighbors down, it's a lot of wetlands.
Any other questions? Otherwise, I'll put the motion. Any reason not to close? Want to make a motion, somebody?
Lisa, are you okay to close? I'll make a motion to close.
Second, all in favor of closing?
Wait, sorry. She just sent an email.
Okay.
What is square foot of garage in setback? I mean, I think she means
The-
There it
versus
is, yeah.
proposed. What is square footage of garage in setback versus proposed?
What?
What is square footage of the garage is 26 by 26, so
Yeah.
that's five.
She mean what that's in the setback? In the 25 feet?
Yeah. So it would be, I think, what's the setback, 25 feet?
Mhm.
Yeah, so 15 feet of the garage is in the setback.
Okay, so we have a motion on the table. All those in favor of closing, say aye.
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 Aye,
I'm sorry, who seconded that?
Charlie.
Thank you.
So at 8:21, closing the hearing. We have 45 days to get we always try to get it out a little bit before then, but we have 45 days to get you a written.
And then how long is it good for, Danielle? A year, a permit?
A building permit is good for 2 years,
2 years?
Yep.
Okay,
and the decision goes with the lifespan of your property in
Okay.
perpetuity.
gotcha.
So, okay.
Okay, so 45 days I'll be hearing from you? in
Or less.
December.
Hopefully less.
Well,
Got it. Thank you.
thank you so much, Mr.
No
Pascal.
problem.
Thanks again for your patience.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. I'll get you an air-conditioned house and you guys don't.
Yeah.
Take care.
You too.
Okay. Approval of minutes. Of May 8th, since we did not have a June. Are there any corrections, additions?
I just had one question. In two of the hearings, you listed out the names of the interested parties, but in the middle hearing, you just said interested parties. Could you just put in the names that
Oh,
were
the-
interested
the
parties?
Kramer-
for the-
Kramer and Ken one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Good to do that too. Good job. Thank you.
Charlie smells.
Don't you mind under the breeze that comes out? It's just beautiful outside, the sun on the white bones.
Are there any other changes?
Now. I move to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, ZA report.
Hey. I have completed in the month of June, completed 3 site visits for certificates of compliance for property sales. I've done 2 shed permits, 1 deck, 1 garage, 1 for an in-ground pool.
No, kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
1 for
Keep it up for pool. Yeah, where is that? Just in general.
on South End Road.
Oh,
It's on the non-shorelands part of South End Road. 1 screen porch and then 1 conversion from a shed to an ADU. And then I have 1 ongoing zoning complaint investigation that I'm working on.
Why does a deck need a ZA approval?
Because it's a
deck?
structure.
Because it's a structure.
Mhm.
and. Setbacks.
Yeah, it's in setback.
It's setback.
Mhm.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Okay,
If
thank
it's a replacement deck, does that mean, exact replacement deck, does it still need a permit?
No. This one, in this case, it was not.
Okay.
They were kind of moving it around their pool instead of having it all just hug the house.
Okay, thank you. Procedures, Delcy, did you want to do anything for that or?
So what I submitted a couple of months ago was a finalized version until all this new wordage came out of the meeting last month about open meeting, and I just threw up my hands and said, I do not understand how the Northwest
Regional Planning Commission.
Regional Planning Commission and the VLCT or whatever it is argue with each other on where we're supposed to stand. I'd vote for the Northwest Planning Commission, obviously. But I looked at it and I said, I can't figure out how to change the procedures to accommodate their last piece that they did. So I said, I won't. And if you want to change it, you figure it out. So what I submitted 2 months ago
Stands.
is finalized as far as I'm concerned, until somebody comes up with that one little piece that they were back and forth on about, the open meeting law. Yeah. Cause I
Well,
think we're
we can also-
combined with the open meeting law.
We can also define our own procedures,
Well, that's what we've done.
you know,
You
so,
got it. Well,
they're advisory.
So I strongly
Except for things
suggest,
like open meeting law, which is state required.
well, it is state required, but the parsing back and, I don't know if that's the word, I'm being nice, back and forth,
Sniping.
yeah. We're right, no, you're wrong, back and forth, doesn't help us
No.
in terms of what our procedures are.
Yeah, yeah.
And if our procedures,
Is there any guidance from the select board on that? What is? On the open meeting law and the sniping?
No, maybe you could check with Catherine and ask her if there was any,
Ask Catherine.
if there was any decision on the things that she had indicated they were in disagreement when she did the open meeting law training.
yeah.
Kelsey might be able to give you more specific question.
Yeah, because I don't want to waste time on a hot night trying to, be nice to other groups of people who are not here.
Okay. So Daniel will probably talk to you about a specific question to follow up with Catherine. David, regulation updates.
I think we should punt at
Okay.
8:30 at night.
Except that, do you want to say that there's a public hearing? in
Oh,
July?
yes, actually Christine alerted me. There is a public hearing on July 22nd.
22nd, yeah.
Of the proposed changes to the bylaws.
Andy sent me an email late this afternoon asking if I would be there, and I said I will be there, but hopefully David will be there because he's our point person.
I will be there.
Okay. Thank you. Any other business? Okay, so anybody want to make a move to go into deliberative session?
I so move.
I don't second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so at 8:28,
I've got to get Carol into the waiting room.
you can ask her. Should we ask her if she wants to tell her? Tell her we have to put her in the waiting room. We're going through deliberations and nothing will be announced. Technically, the meeting's open. She wants to go.
Okay.
You okay?
Carol, did you hear that?
I heard part of it. When will this Zoom meeting be available to watch from the beginning? Because you
I
recorded it, right?
Yep, it's recorded. It should be posted on the website. I think maybe even tonight, but if not, then it will be on there first thing in the morning.
How long
And it's
will it
not-
last?
You can't see it. It's not a visual. It's just an audio recording.
Okay, that's fine. How long will it last before it's taken down?
A year?
No, I think it's there.
I think it's 30 days.
Okay, so
Well,
you're
it's only
gonna,
required to be there 30 days. We may keep it posted on the website for longer. I don't have control of that.
Yeah.
I think it's all, they usually keep them up at least a year, I believe.
So Carol, it will be a minimum of 30 days, but we're actually not sure how long it stays up.
well, it doesn't hurt anything to leave it longer, does it? I mean,
We just don't know. It's not under our control.
It's the town makes that
Yeah.
decision.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'd like to listen to it and, I'm gonna sign off now, whatever that means. And,
Okay, well, thank you
listen to
so
it.
much for your participation.
Right. Okay. Thank you then.
Have a
Bye-bye.
nice evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Do we just do audio, Danielle? Because I've watched other meetings, that are video too.
I think there's videos.
How about when you go online to the website, it's only audio?
Is it?
It used to be. I think on the new website, it's some video too.
Yeah. Big, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I just put her in the waiting room.
Okay.
Wait, oh, sorry. Lisa's emailing me about procedures.
Can do we want to do Mr. Fusco first, since that's probably the easiest?
Yeah.
Hold on. She's in the waiting room. Yeah, she's not on. She's in the waiting room. Delcy, would you be willing to summarize the unresolved open meeting law issues?
When
This is a question from Lisa.
From Lisa.
I will summarize them, but not right at this moment.
Okay, she will summarize them, but not right at this moment.
Shall we start with Mr. Fusco?
So we're going in at 8:20, 8:31,
8:28.
8:28. Okay,
Do you want to do the easier one first?
Wait, are we still recording?
yes,
Thank you.
yes, thank you.
Good catch.